What's good, viewers? It's your boy Don Julio, representing BayAreaCompass, and today I'm with my boy Prime 916.
Yeah.
Straight from Sacktown. I appreciate you coming in today, brother. And
Oh yeah.
a lot of things have been going on in social media recently. I know you've been dropping some projects, but I know there's also, another situation that, you're kind of dealing with right now that maybe you can just put it all on the table for us real quick.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Basically, right now I got this rap beef going on, which is really like a street beef, you know what I'm saying? But it turned to some rap shit with JT The Bigga Figga, you know what I'm saying? The so-called Bay Area legend out here in California, Northern California. And, this shit just spilled over because he jumped on the internet with it, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram and stuff like that, commenting certain people posts about me and stuff like that. So he took it to the internet. I took it to the internet. I would have normally kept it on some street shit, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Do you feel like he's trolling a lot more now? And do you feel like this is actually who JT Bigga Figga is?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? The whole trolling situation is like it's a new situation with this as far as with the social media and like I say, the Facebook and the Instagram, to where people is able to troll now. You know what I'm saying? Trolling in the aspect of hiding under fake profiles and being able to do fake comments, or people trolling being able to say things that they normally wouldn't say on the streets, or if the person was in your face. Also, people trolling in the sense of trying to start controversy, knowing that controversy sells, and trolling in the sense of starting these different beefs and different little shit like that to get views, streams, like what they say, clout chasing.
Exactly.
So like it's like different aspects of trolling, and I think people been doing it, but I think the social media has allowed people to be trolling like at an all-time high, man. They experts with this shit now, professional trollers.
Exactly.
JT is one of them.
He is. I mean, he's always just been kind of, it seems like he has a lot of enemies right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but it seems like you kind of had some history with him. Like, I mean, I've seen some of your previous videos, and it seemed like you haven't been fucking with this nigga for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? With JT, it's a situation where, we in the same game, man, which is the hip-hop community. And, the rap community is a small community. You know what I'm saying? Small in the sense of, if somebody robbed somebody's studio or did something, the whole community will find out about it like overnight. That's how small it is. So we in the same lane and on the same path. So, I was doing business with him at once upon a time, and, trying to network with this man once upon a time. I got a real strong history in the Bay Area and San Francisco and stuff like that. So, I was trying to network with JT, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, his bad business practices and the way that he carry out his intentions, you know what I'm saying, is to the point to where, I can't compromise with that guy.
Do you feel like he was betraying trust of people that gave him opportunities, or do you think?
Definitely, yeah. He betrayed my trust. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point to where, like I said, on a business level, you know what I'm saying. That's not somebody that you want to do business with. And I'm a quiet person as far as, like, I've done bad business deals with people, and it wasn't nothing to go around and talk about, or nothing to go around and and just keep letting it linger on and carry on, But with this guy, this is a monster when it comes to doing bad deals with people. You know what I'm saying? He do it repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? His bad business practices. So this is somebody that I want to put on blast and put on Front Street, kind of like giving a bad review for as far as the Bay Area. I feel like me and the people that I'm with. We set the standard for business out here, and the standard for the streets and going into the corporate world. You know what I'm saying?
You feel like this guy shouldn't be the face of what the Bay Area represents,
and that's kind of like what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm a traveling man to where I go cross country, down south, east. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where I want it to be known that, you know what I'm saying, as far as the Bay Area is concerned, Northern California, you know what I'm saying, we're not standing behind JT, the Bigga Figga, you know what I'm saying, and we want the whole world to know that he ain't cool, you know what I'm saying, and he ain't nobody to be doing business with, you know what I'm saying, and since he put it out there on the internet and put my name out there and, kept, you know what I'm saying, spreading my name and different stuff like that, I'm going to talk about it now. So, shit, he was trolling first, so I guess now I'm trolling.
Exactly. I mean, you're not going to let him, like, this man do this to you. I mean,
Nah. It's important. It's important. Like I said, basically, JT owed me 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? He owed me 10 grand over a bad business deal. You know what I'm saying? He really owed me 20 grand, but he gave me 10. He gave me 10, and he didn't want to give me the other 10. So what he wanted to do was cause a conflict with me and him, I guess, to prevent him from paying me my money, which it kind of worked because now we at odds. You know, we got beef, and now I'm not getting my money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get my money one way or another. That's why I dropped the diss tapes, and I'm about to take his approach to the game and monetize everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get paid off this shit. I'm going to get my 10 grand regardless.
Exactly. It's kind of like he's playing dirty, so you gotta kind of play a little bit dirtier.
Exactly, man. You know,
not that you want to, but it's just like it's just what it's resulted to.
This is actually my first rap beef that I ever been into, and I've been rapping for a lot of years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now I gotta fight fire with fire, man. I didn't want to get in no pig slop or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm forced to have to get down and dirty with this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm forced to have to get down and dirty with him and do diss tapes and. You know what I'm saying?
It's unfortunate because he's that kind of guy who just always wants to be in the camera or always wants to be in the spotlight. So him always being in the spotlight is always going to be throwing some names out there that he probably shouldn't be, throwing out some some skeletons in the closets that shouldn't be spoken on, and it's just making a lot of these people mad and angry.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So his tactics is real cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Cornball tactics and belittling. Self-degrading, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like being in that same, it's like having a fight with somebody that don't know how to fight. And it's like, you could be a good fighter, trained, skilled fighter, but if you're in a fight with a crazy, wild person, that person will make you look like you don't know how to fight, like you fighting wild. Also,
and he's also probably one of those guys that if he loses, he'll probably try to make everyone think that he won, too.
Oh, man, this dude is a habitual liar, man. This dude's like, he'll twist everything. I mean, he like to make up seem down and down seem up. Like, like the devil, man. He just like, you know what I'm saying? He going to twist it and turn it any way he can for his benefit. You know what I'm saying? And me and, like I say, the guys that I roll with, we stand-up guys. You know what I'm saying? Even if it costs us, we're going to take that loss. You know what I'm saying? Even if I got to pay out my own pocket, I'm going to keep my word. I'm that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So it really, it's really aggravating me and irritating me. You know what I'm saying? To have to even be on this level with this type of dude like that. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and get that, especially like with the Nipsey Hussle thing.
Oh
man.
My God, yeah.
Yeah, like that. That really just like kind of like made my mind up to where I said, nah, this type of guy needs to be ostracized. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be blackballed. He needs to be blackballed out the game, and that's basically what's gonna happen to JT. JT gonna get blackballed. Anybody doing business with him is a fool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling him straight up front. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not about to do no fair business with you. And for him to be going around like a Bay Area legend is out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because you could call yourself Superman, but until you fly out the room and show us that you got powers and all that, we can't call you Superman. So he could say he a Bay Area legend all he want. But unless he, you know what I'm saying, until he go around acting like it, which he had plenty of opportunity. He's not going around acting like no legend. So we can't treat you like no legend.
He's not acting like a jackass. He's not acting like a 40. He's not acting
he's not acting like a fixture. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely not acting like no factor out there, man. He's acting like a sucker and a fuckboy, man, to be honest, man.
Do you think that his era's ending? Because that's what Big Taser was telling me in the last interview. Or do you think that maybe that he's actually working with the social media culture? Because he's constantly online. People are backing what he's saying, and I'm looking at him and I'm saying this is kind of childish, and who would believe this? But I mean, the younger generation, they're so easily manipulated to the point where they take things at face value than like what's more under the surface. Do you think that you can kind of just expose JT for what he really is, or do you think that it takes more than one?
No, I think that eventually it's gonna come down to come down to a common sense level, where people have to think for themselves. I mean, you could be sheep all you want, you know what I'm saying, and you can follow the crowd, and you could, you know what I'm saying, go, like cattle, go head to ass all you want, but eventually, you know what I'm saying, when you start seeing people go down the cliff, you know what I'm saying, and fall, eventually you have to stop. Somebody got to look up and say, hey, what we doing here? So it's like, it's the truth and falsehood, you know what I'm saying? It's putting truth and falsehood is like putting a clean glass next to a dirty glass. You don't really have to say too much. It's like if you want some water and I put a clean glass next to a dirty glass, which glass you going to pick? You know what I'm saying? So eventually, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people can keep picking this dirty glass if they want, but the smarter ones is going to wake up, like me, you know what I'm saying? The more enlightened ones is going to wake up, and we're going to shed that light on this situation, and we're going to expose this rat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, fuck JT. Let's talk about Prime 916. So, born and raised in Sac, am I guessing?
Yeah, I'm born in San Francisco, and I'm raised in Sacramento. So all my family is from the Bay Area, San Francisco, and then I migrated to Sacramento when I was 10 years old. So I'm repping Sacramento. Yeah, Matterview is my neighborhood I come from.
Okay, now picking 916, the area code. I mean, that shows to me that you're proud to, let everyone know that this is where you're from. I mean,
yeah, exactly. You know what it is that my rap name is actually Prime Minister. You know
yeah.
Yeah, it's
right.
Actually Prime Minister, and Prime 916 is how I wanted to distinguish myself from just being Prime Minister. You know, as far as like the Google, when you're looking it up, searching me up and stuff like that, it's Prime Minister. So many hard that you be looking in London somewhere looking for the actual Prime Minister in the government and get me mixed up. So I kind of shortened it to Prime 916, and that's the new moniker I'm going by right now.
That's good, but you can keep the full name, and people normally shorten rap names. Like
Yeah. I mean, I'm just
Wayne.
switching it up, changing it. And like I said, that's my Instagram name, and I'm gonna eventually have all my social media accounts and platforms under Prime 916.
Gotcha. So when did you start deciding that this is what I want to do? I want to be in the rap game, and I want to take it seriously.
Man, I've been doing music for a long time. So I started off with a group, RBL Posse, in the Bay Area, and I started off rapping with them and came out with my solo stuff that RBL presented, No Compromise and stuff like that. And I've just been taking it serious just ever since that time. And like I said, coming from the rap group, which is my family, I saw, my friends and fam do it on a professional level. And, from that moment on, I knew that's something that I wanted to do. Plus, it's easy for me, too. I do it with no effort, so it's like something that, I don't mind doing. I got a passion for it. And from a very young age, I knew I wanted to do this. And I just had to figure out the business part of the game and stuff like that. And that's kind of like what took me so long. Taking an independent route, I took like that Nipsey Hussle route. No 360 deals, no none of that. I started off with a deal in the beginning, but I quickly learned that it's best to be independent and do your best to have no hands in your pot if you can. So,
are you independent right now?
Yeah, I'm independent, man. No hands in my pot. I got everything going myself. I love it. Doing my own stuff and making movies now and stuff like that. Yeah.
Want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, the movie is going great. The first movie I'm making is a movie called Lean, and it's all about promethazine, and it's kind of like fool's gold. It's like the whole movie is showing that everybody's going for this. It's about a truck robbery, and this all this promethazine, all this lean come up missing and stuff like that, and everybody trying to get their hands on it. In the midst of it, people was getting killed, murdered, robbed, shot, betrayed. All these hidden agendas is going, and it's all over this, AKA Fool's Gold, lean, AKA Fool's Gold stuff. So I'm kind of like showing everybody that, you know what I'm saying.
It's not worth it.
It's not really worth it.
At the end of all the hassle and everything.
Yeah, but it's an action film, and we about 75% done with it right now. Yeah.
Well, where's the production been filmed mostly?
We filmed a little bit in Louisiana, a little bit in Atlanta, Georgia, and mostly out here in Sacramento and stuff like that. Yeah, and it's produced, written, directed, and mostly filmed by me.
Wow. Wow. What gave you the mindset and the passion to get into creating a movie?
Man, it's just like, I'm a movie fanatic, man. I just love watching movies, man. And I've always just been a fan of making movies, and I've always been a storyteller. So like with the music and stuff like that, Ice Cube was one of my favorite rappers, so I always was into like telling the story and stuff like that, and that led to, like I say, doing all this writing short stories, and I just always wanted to make a movie. To me, making a movie is like magic, I always wanted to do that, and now, I get a chance to finally be able to do it now that I'm older and can afford the equipment and all that type of stuff, man.
Hell yeah. I mean, when I see you, I see hustler. It seems like you've always just been kind of seeing little projects and like just been trying to, push something out there. Do you think that right now with your movie and with your music and everything, that maybe in the next 2 years you can see a lot of growth and the audience retention growing?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I could have went that way as far as just like build my audience at first and stuff like that, but I wanted to actually make sure that I had the foundation set. I'm actually trying to do everything step by step by step by step.
Organically.
Yeah, organically. You know what I'm saying? So what I wanted to do was just built that foundation first, had that platform, understanding what I'm doing, and I got my own company, Fireball Entertainment, which is a production company, and it's basically a corporation where we got these different companies up under it. And yeah, I plan on just really just growing my fan base, growing my platform in the next couple of years, and we're a one-stop shop, man. So I'm a promoter also. So I throw parties, I do shows, I do events, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like
Swiss
that.
Army knife, like everything in one, pretty much.
Everything in one, and that's pretty much, you know, what we want to be. We want to be a one-stop shop in the game for myself and for other people that's coming along with me.
I've been seeing some of your social media presence. I mean, you have like 18,000 followers on Instagram and everything, and it's just me seeing like some of the comments on some of the music you've been putting out there. And when you brought up Ice Cube, I thought that was perfect because it kind of made me feel a bit how I kind of sound similar to your music a little bit. Exactly. At least it's like the deliverance of it. Do you know, when did you really start seeing that people were listening to your music that way, and you started seeing like your growth on social media? Like, when did you start seeing like, oh crap, all these people are starting to really like fuck with Prime Minister 916?
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, I've been doing it already. So, like, before the social media, you know, when it was just the sickness.net and stuff like that, I always had an online presence since MySpace and stuff like that, since Facebook first came out. So the audience was always there, and the audience is going to always be there. You know, as long as the music is being produced, it's an audience, whether it's on whatever app, whether it's on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever app is going to come out, that's where the fans is going to be at. So it's going to always be there. So I always knew that. You know, I got the stuff, man. I'm coming straight from the streets with it, you know what I'm saying, from the streets to the booth with it. And I just always knew that any time you get a street mentality, it goes to the corporate world, you got a future entrepreneur. So I always knew that, you know what I'm saying, just to stick with it, no matter what platform is available or no matter what's changing or what's new and stuff like that. So I feel like if I keep my ear to the street and keep the production going, I'm going to be there where I want to be. You know?
Hell yeah. So when people hear Prime Minister 916, what do you want some of the first thoughts to pop in their head to be? Like this inspiration, this guy from the 916, this guy who's been hustling. Like, what do you want people to hear when they hear your name?
And I went through different stages on what I wanted and like my mission statements and stuff like that. But it's a few things that I want people to, to come in mind when they think about me. You know, one is resilience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very resilient person. I'll bounce back. You know what I'm saying? And I'll figure it out. If I don't know, I'll take the time and do the research or get around people that do got the answers and that got the knowledge that I need. So resilience, and also not quitting, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm an older guy, OG in the game, and I just didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to know that I'm not a quitter. You know what I'm saying? And real people don't quit. They don't give up. You know, I basically failed my way to where I want to be right now. I use failure as a compass, man. I fell to the east. I fell to the west. I fell to the south to where I knew I had to go north. You know what I'm saying? So it's about resilience, and it's about not quitting, man, determination. And then on top of all that, I'm a motivator, man. I'm self-motivated, and I'm highly motivated, and I can motivate other people, you know what I'm saying, with my words and mostly with my actions. So I want people to know I'm resilient. I want people to know that I don't give up, I don't quit, and I'm motivated. You know what I'm saying? It's all about positivity with me. That's why this JT situation got me in a bad space, in a bad place, because I'm not a negative person. But I can get vicious, you know what I'm saying? And I do know how to handle a snake, because I've been dealing with snakes on my way up to where I'm at right now. So. But yeah, on the bright side of everything, man, just like positivity and just, putting it down and stuff like that.
Hell yeah. Now, is there anything you want to say to your fans, your friends, your family, everyone who supported you coming up and is continuing to support you throughout this journey?
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody, man, I really appreciate everybody for supporting me. Sacramento been behind me. A lot of people be like, Sacramento don't support, or it's not, but I've been getting a lot of support. I mean, my party's been selling out, that I've been doing and stuff like that. And my followers and fan base is like bigger on the streets, I think, than it is social media, around my neighborhood. And we became a household name in my city. We've done a lot of events, a lot of shows, we did the Soul Food Festival, brought Mos Def out here. We do 2 short parties and stuff like that. There's some, some big type of stuff in the game, in the industry, on a promoter level, on a rap level, on a production level. Then we in the movies and stuff like that, and I'm going to keep coming up with the music. So I just want to tell everybody, thanks for supporting me. Thanks for getting behind me, believing in me, for trusting in me. Fireball is a trusted brand that you can trust and that people can get behind. I got projects coming out in the Bay Area. I got artists that's up under me. I got artists that's older than me. I'm a manager. I'm a road manager. I'm road managing NBA OG33 right now. Just had him in Sacramento for 4 days. Never broke again movement. So I'm proud to be behind the scenes. I've been behind the scenes on that for like a few years now and stuff like that. So we got a lot coming, and I'm just speaking so we got the young generation coming. We got the older generation, you know what I'm saying? We closing the generation gap and stuff like that. So I just like to thank everybody, and I had to throw that in because it's young people and it's, older people, and just, it's just not stopping, man. It's going down, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Prime Minister 916, I appreciate you coming in, brother.
Oh, nah, thank you, man.
Of course.
My pleasure, man.
You guys are watching Bay Area Compass. Your boy Don Julio. I'm out. Peace.